Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Souders, Slendercat Outdoors, and on today's video, we're going to be comparing the Lowrance to the Hummingbird side by side. Stick around. Alright folks, one of the biggest questions that I get is which sonar should I buy? Which is the best sonar for the money? Lowrance, Hummingbird, Garmin, you know, all those questions. And I always answer them with, you know, both sonars are really good because they are. They both have their personal things about them that I like or I don't like, or one is better than the other. So I thought today, while I was able to have it set up, had good light, I would just show you guys side by side what they look like with some structure, some wood, some ledges, some sand, some rock, go through all that stuff and kind of explain that to you, and hopefully be able to find some fish in the meantime in the mix and show you guys, you know, what they look like on each sonar. So let's find some structure. Let's get this Elite TI2 turned on, the Hummingbird Helix turned on, and show you guys what they got. Now both of these units are what I would consider an entry-level sonar. The Elite TI2 is a 12-inch and the Hummingbird Helix is a 9-inch. So that's kind of the only differences between the two. Both of them are middle of the grade price, not your highest, not your lowest, but in my opinion they both give you everything that you need to be able to go out and be competitive or just enjoy a good day on the water and catch a lot of fish. So we're coming up on some structure here. As you can see, I left my Lowrance so I could see my waypoints and get a good go over top of the structure good for you guys. Now we're not going to be moving real fast. I'm going to go between 3 and 4 miles per hour. Now what we're coming up here is a small wood pile, small brush. Now as you can see on your Hummingbird, the side imaging picture is a little bit better than what we can see on the Lowrance. But in my opinion, the 2D for Lowrance is a little bit better than Hummingbird. Now both Lowrance and Hummingbird are picking up very nicely, very clear, but you can just see the shadows of the Hummingbird on the side imaging a lot better. That is one place that Hummingbird kind of supersedes Lowrance, is their imaging quality on the side imaging. Now there's a little tiny fish right there. Well, it's not tiny, but you can see it better here on the Lowrance 2D. And I kind of feel like Lowrance has a better 2D than Hummingbird does. So you guys can kind of see why I say both of them are really good units. And both of them have their perks. Just one might be a little bit better on something than the other. Now here's some fish up high that are showing up good on the Lowrance, not so good on the Hummingbird. Nice big tree and root ball. As you can see on the Lowrance 2D, it shows up a lot better than the Hummingbird, but the Hummingbird side imaging, you know, is showing up nice and clear a little bit better than the Lowrance. Alright, so that was the difference between wood on both sonars. We've moved upriver now, found some rock, some ledges, and I'm going to show you guys the difference of these two sonars with that structure as well. So let's get the camera turned around and break this down a little bit for you. So what we're looking at here on both of these is, you can see the ledge is the dark line just to the right of the boat, and then this is going up on the bank, and this is like a stair step ledge right here. Got some rock, some rubble rock, I guess you could call, chunk rock some people call it, Now we'll work our way back out a little piece and kind of show you guys the ledge as it's going down. Now, like I said, just like in the wood, you know, the definition that the side imaging has on the Hummingbird imaging, side imaging, is definitely better than Lowrance, but you can see everything that you need to see on the Lowrance. Now, one thing that the Lowrance is not picking up that the Hummingbird is, if you look way out here, you can see a twig, a small tree on that rock. Now, sometimes little things like that will make a difference as well. Now, on the Hummingbird, you can really see the defined edges of these little holes that are in this ledge as we go up and down the river. Now, one thing that Lowrance has that Hummingbird does not is something called fish reveal. And I'll switch this over and show you guys. Now you can see, I mean, you have your 2D kind of overlaid on your down imaging, and it makes it super easy to pick up those fish that are tucked down into those crevices. Now, not everything that you're seeing on this screen will be a fish, you know, like this stuff that's inside these little rocks. That may not be fish, but these are. And you know, on the 2D, on the Hummingbird, you know, we're not seeing none of that. So it kind of helps you pick out those fish that might be sucked down to the bottom really tight that you could normally not see. Now, another feature that I like about the Hummingbird, you know, over top of the, or that I like about the Lowrance more than the Hummingbird, is just the ease of ability that you guys just seen to, you know, switch pages, change things, you know, by just the touch of a screen. I can do whatever I need to do. With the Hummingbird, it's more difficult. You have to, you know, go through more steps to do something, and you can't scroll back and look. Like with this, I can scroll back and take a look at so much history. With a Hummingbird, you can't. Now, one thing I do like about the Hummingbird is the ability to really zoom in and see things. You know, you can really, being able to see inside that tree like that, out there on that rock, is just phenomenal. You know, if there was a fish laying in there somewhere, you could really pick that thing out. So that makes a difference as well. Now, both of my transducers are set up evenly on the back of the boat, and I can run both of them, both units at the same time by doing that with zero interference. As you guys can see, everything is really crystal clear. Now here, both of these units, you know, we're going back towards that ledge, but both units, you can see that right off that ledge is super smooth. You have rock, chunk rock, you know, the occasional log, things like that. But out here on the other side of that ledge, where it hits down into the main river channel, it's just super smooth. Now, something that we don't see on the Lowrance, or the Hummingbird, that the Lowrance is picking up, is these two fish right directly on that ledge. Now, the Hummingbird didn't pick that up, which is surprising because normally it picks up things like that pretty good. But those fish are right on the ledge, right where it meets the rock, meets that super smooth stuff. And a lot of times transition areas like that will hold fish. So there you go, folks. That's a look at both units side by side, being able to look at the same structures at the same time. To give you guys an idea of what these sonars are capable of doing, kind of what you're looking at, help you better have an idea of what you're seeing on your unit, or just to give you a better idea of maybe what unit will fit you personally better. Now keep in mind that both of these units, like I said before, are middle grade, middle priced, kind of the beginner stages of sonars. But I bought these units to be able to do videos like this and show you guys that you don't have to have the best unit that money can buy to be able to go out and catch fish. In my book, you're better off to save a little bit of money, get units that are going to do the job just fine, and spend that money going places and catching more fish. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you learned something. And until next time, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments section. If you want something specifically broke down more, leave it in the comments section and we will get to it shortly. Till next time, I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless, tight lines, and we'll catch you guys on the water.